In lieu of talking about exactly things that are on the schedule for this upcoming week in the climate and energy space, I want to direct your attention because Speaker Brian Egolf, Representative Melanie Stansberry, and Representative Angelica Rubio just dropped the hottest album of the 2021 legislative session. The bill is called House Bill 9. It is the Climate Resiliency Act, and it immediately becomes one of, if not the most influential climate and energy bills in the state legislature this year, and would certainly be some of the most impactful law in the books. What the bill does, a lot of what it does is effectively codifies things that are already happening as a result of the governor's executive order of 2019 around climate. In the 2019 executive order, the governor established a working council of just about every relevant agency in the state of New Mexico and said, you guys are going to get together and put together a plan for how we are going to reduce greenhouse gas emissions from the state of New Mexico, so everything in the state of New Mexico, by 50% below 2005 emissions levels by the year 2030, and be zeroed out, have no emissions by the year 2050. This is not for the electric sector. This is not like the ETA. This is for everything: oil and gas, transportation, agriculture, the whole shebang. That was in that 2019 executive order. This bill codifies that. So that would be the law of the land, that we must achieve these reductions as a state. Notably, and one of the really exciting things about it and unique things about it is the way that it incorporates requirements around community consultation, workforce transition, and community transition. So this is kind of in keeping with the theme that we saw begin in the Energy Transition Act, right? Where we're not just going to talk about climate in terms of the gas that we emit and dealing with climate change in terms of parts per million in the atmosphere. We're going to talk about dealing with climate change on the ground with people. And this is going to be a central part of this conversation at every single step. This bill puts that into law. It would be nation leading in that respect. And it's just kind of this, this is the kind of policy that keeps New Mexico right at the front of the pack and really driving this conversation about how do we manage our people and our emissions at the same time, because there's no way to separate the two, and we shouldn't try. It's a really exciting bill for that reason. The development for this behind the scenes involved a lot of sort of traditional climate advocates coming together with a lot of equity and community organizing advocates to come together and really figure out what must, how do we have to approach this problem. It's an exciting bill. It's going to be a lot of fun to work on. It's a House introduction, so we will see it go to House Energy first. I don't have an exact schedule on the date for that one yet, but that should be a fun one to track, and we'll certainly be working on that.